Okay. Dang, that took a very long time for me to get. But yeah. Just get up and do that. And get the missile expansion. Now, I don't remember if these enemies here are a specific scan or not. I know the beetles down here are not, but these are. These are plated parasites, hardy members of the parasite family and vulnerable to most weaponry. I believe I did not scan them on my other save file than the original one. Cousin to the parasite, these creatures are known for their amazing resilience. Field studies suggest a weakness to morph ball delivered weapon systems. And of course, we can scan the spider ball track, which is a logbook scan, but only, certain places that you scan it. And there is a Chozo lore here. Chozo, script translated. What is this otherworldly pestilence that infests the lands, seeking out life and its blind need for corruption? Where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands, or is it a roving chunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought of that long ago, in some corner of the universe, as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. What if a cataclysm erupted that doomed place must have been mighty, indeed. And if other meteors from it spread through space, bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe. We hold fast to the hope that this is not so, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Talon 4. Then, at least, there is hope for its eradication. Yeah, hope for its education. We need the missile to get smarter, or the meteor. Unfortunately, though, that is not the case. This great poison is everywhere, and you don't get to get rid of it. It has infected a bunch of other planets. But that being said, we're gonna roll on through here. That's the door we could go through, and we have a couple things to get in here. One, we have to do the boost ball to get across. We have a bunch of Chozolor scans, and right here we have a cordite plate, which we can scan. And scanning activates a, whatchamacallit, spider ball rail again. So just spin our way up there, Tony Hawk style. And now we have another one right across. There we go. And it can just fall right here. Don't even have to go nowhere else. Just fall right in, basically. And easy money. Don't know why I got it in morph ball mode. I have to go across with the morph ball. There we go. Alright. Here's a bunch of reading. Hope you're ready, because I'm not. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded. It's translated. To the entrusted one, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs. Believing in the black promise of the great poison, they seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true and trusted one. Right there, they're talking about the space pirates, I believe. Recorded to logbook. None know if our temple, the Cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power of the cipher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the Entrusted One knows is approaching. And the Entrusted One is us. Or Samus. Many Chozo are gifted with the distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days in the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst of the prophecies and the most common tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites, nurtured in a poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. So there's something pretty heavy-duty kind of growing, and they call it the worm. So keep that in mind. Have we scanned this? Yes, we have. We may find out what that worm is anytime. Now, in here, we have some more Chozo ghosts. Actually, I believe it's just one. So we're gonna kind of sit here and let him come down. He has spawn protection, so you have to wait till he starts charging up to hit you. 2 super missiles, a charge shot, probably get him next. Yeah. Do we scan him? Yes, we did. Just make sure. Now, am I here? Am I still standing there? Nope. You reset me, little poopy head. Don't forget to hold R, and he launches us up here to a bomb slot. Now, something interesting in the GameCube version of this game, I used to be able to jump up there. What you do is you jump up on this peg and then jump up there and activate that bomb slot early without having to wait for Spider Ball. But unfortunately, I believe they've made it to where you cannot get on and stand on top of this peg. They've rounded it. So, yeah, it's not stand-onable anymore. There's also something else in this room here. We can come and take a look. This is one of 3, and it is a missile station. You walk in, it refills your missiles. Our missiles have been fully replenished. So, like I said, there are 3 of these in the game. They're not very common, but they do exist. And they're pretty convenient. I just wish there were more of them. Right here, we have 3 different colored thingies. They correspond to different beams. We don't have those other 2, so all we can unlock is the purple one right now. A new path has been opened. So we're going to jump into the Chozo Daddy's hands, drop our balls in his lap. And now the room has basically reset. There is a Chozo lore we need to scan in there before we leave, but let's first scan this to lower this force field here so we can just kind of jump right back up. But let's get this Chozo lore. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded. Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail, existing in a single dimension. They are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realms of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the entrusted one's trial. So, the reason the ghosts are behind is because it is their will, their desire to destroy the Phazon was so strong that it stayed behind as the spectral ghosts that we see, that we've been fighting. That's how strongly they wanted to get rid of all of the Phazon. You see this puddle of water here, or this pool of water. We want to jump in the middle, and we want to bomb. And of course, we will have a half-pipe structure once we do that. But there's also, apparently, you can stand on top of the stone toads and jump your way up. I've never done it before, I've never really tried, but I'm guessing it's pretty feasible to pull off. So I don't know if there's a specific one to do it with. This guy here seems like he'd be a good candidate if I could stand on him. There we go. Eh, not quite. Maybe this guy on this side. Don't you open your big blue eyes at me. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm sure it's doable. But I'm just going to boost ball. I never had a problem doing it this way. Except for when I do that. But they can also be there to help as well. Like grab you and put you up. So what's behind this door? A save room? Nah, we don't want that. What's behind this door? A beam upgrade. We don't want that. Wait. Yes, we do. We just got the ice beam. It is ours to command. So, ice beam. A very good upgrade. Is a pretty powerful beam. Pretty beneficial for us. Opens up a lot more pathways that we can take. I'm not going to save yet, like I said earlier, but I will get some health. Now that we have this, we want to exit this way. And get the heck out of the Chozo ruins. I hope I did not miss anything. Nope. I am right on track. So at this point, if you got the missile expansion behind the ship, we should have 85 missiles. So, as you can see, the not Grisbees, is the Gamers, are not vulnerable to the ice beam, only missiles. But that's okay. This room's a little bit weird with that kind of stuff. So right through here, we got some venom weed, and we have a missile expansion. Just right along the path, easy to get, almost mandatory. Now, in this room there are some space pirates. There's ones right here that'll pop up. If you can hit them with the ice beam, you can hit them with the missile, and that's the quickest way right now for us to kill them. The only thing is, it's kind of hard to hit them because they do dodge. But it's still doable. So, right here, this... I don't even know if we can scan it from here, but this is the space frigate Orpheon. This is the ship that was up, that we landed on in the beginning of the game. And it has crashed here after we blew it up. So we will be going through that at some point. As you can see down here, we have some space pirates. Creature is critically injured. Cranial trauma indicates likelihood of brain damage. And on the other end over here, there are a couple of flying pirates that, oddly enough, they don't attack you. They actually fly away. They both would fly away like that. So, kind of interesting. Now, there is a missile expansion in this room that you can get early, apparently. I don't know how. I've never looked up how to do it. I mean, like, I guess we can, like, do something like this, maybe. I'm gonna try. Well, I guess that probably would have done it. If I would have slid right. Yeah, okay, so I messed up a slide, but I guess you could probably slide and get that missile expansion there early. Unfortunately, I've not gotten that one via sequence breaking before, so I will be getting that one later. But that is a part of this, this route, is to grab that. I believe. Let me see. Wait, oh, I'm not even scrolling down with the stuff. Let's see. Yeah, you were supposed to kind of grab that according to the route, but I will be missing that one, unfortunately, so we'll get it later, don't worry. I'm not good enough to get that one. More like I've just never really practiced it at all, because I never had a need to. But we are very close to the ship, and by very close, I mean we are right here. Now, guess what we can get after all this time? That's right. The one that I've missed all game. This missile expansion right here. Should have gotten this a long time ago. So, now we're not on track still because we are still 5 missiles below the guide because I have not gotten that one over at the crash site. But that's okay. I keep calling it a guide, but it's definitely far from a guide. It's just a route. But it's just a very efficient route, which I've mentioned before. My buddy Chris made it. It is just extremely super efficient. And it's a great way to stay in shape. It's very nice. But it's definitely not for first-time players. This is for experienced players to do sequence breaking and such with. Nothing. I can't speak. Not anything too major, but enough. So we're going back to the Magmar Caverns. If we can make it all the way down here and not jump into the stuff. Pass up all these zoomers. And yump on this elevator. Well, that was a neat little animation there. Alright, sorry about that. So we are wanting to go to Phendrana, which the Phendrana elevator is here, I believe. Phendrana, oh, we want to go to this one. Yeah, we want to go to Phendrana Drifts South. So we will go back this way. Now that we have the ice beam. And we have to take the spider ball path to get back up there, unfortunately. How did that happen? What happened? I was holding the button. Alright, well. I guess that happened. Let's try this again. Hold the button a little bit tighter this time. I guess that'll work. And now that we have the ice beam, we can actually freeze these, the fire spitter things. And we can also freeze a lot of enemies. The ice beam is really powerful for that. You can just freeze everything in your way. Oh, there's a Magmar in here? I'll just freeze him. And just kind of got to make our way through the same old paths, boring old routes through Magmar. And do stuff like that and, you know, take a lot of damage. Nah, didn't think I'd make that. I love taking damage. It's fun. I hate how they make a lot of these doors purple beam. It do be kind of annoying though. So we can try and, you know, get rid of these guys, or we can ignore them, take a lot of damage. That's what I'm gonna do. Because they're gonna use their homing missiles on us. And I don't like that. There we go. Freeze every one of them. Alright, let's go ahead. And what are we at? What are we at? We're at about an hour. That's fine. We'll call it quits here because this is caught up to the save file, I believe. For last time. I could be wrong. But we're going to do a no save check here. Want to save? No. Actually, I take that back. No, we're not. We're going to do one more thing first, because I believe... Yeah, we're going to do one more thing first. So we're going to take this elevator instead. We're not ending things off yet. Alright. We actually are not caught up to that save file, by the way. The original save file. That's what made me change my mind. I realized that we are not. It is so bright here. This is so different all of a sudden. It's so bright on my eyes. So what we want to do is go back to that there. Right there. That place right there. That's what we'd be looking for. I think that's what we'd be looking for. You know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe I think, actually, I was supposed to turn around at the elevator. I was. I messed up. I took the wrong turn. Took the wrong turn at Albuquerque. That's what I did. We're gonna go back to the elevator. Go up that spider ball track right here. That'd be the one. See, this right here, this here, because it has a white door on the other side that we can now break with the white ice beam. There's an energy tank in here that we cannot get right now. We'll have to come back for it later. Unfortunately, but there's not much that can be done about it. So, most of these rooms are going to have flying pirates here in a little bit. Thankfully, not this one yet. I believe we want to go to the bottom door in this room, which is underwater. There is a new type of enemy in here. This is Jazawa's, aquatic predator made of electrically bound skeletal halves. The Jazaw's brain is located in the upper half of its body, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Linked only by electrical impulse, the two halves somehow function effectively enough to launch the Jazaw's to the top of the Talon 4's aquatic food chain. So yeah, those guys are pretty annoying because they make you... They suck you in. But you can do that to them. For some reason, they take 2 missiles, though, once you freeze them. So... yeah, we were not supposed to go through the bottom door. I fadruckled up. But that's okay. They got paths for a reason. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the music here is kicked up a notch. It is the Phendrana Drifts theme, but it is techno-y now. It's called Phendrana Drifts Depths, I believe, is what it usually is called if you search it on YouTube. There is an ice beetle here, which we, I believe, have already scanned. This up here, that's a new enemy. There's also a couple new things in here. So first off, we got this guy here. A glider, docile airborne creatures with unusual magnetic properties. Gliders have a relatively peaceful existence. They have a magnetic signature attuned to common grapple beam technology. The sport of glider riding involves using a grapple beam to attach to a glider, then staying on it as long as possible. But also, right down here, we have a new kind of Metroid. This is what happens when you expose them to Phazon. It mutates into the Hunter Metroid, an adolescent Metroid. Energy siphon tentacles increase its threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. Energy draining tentacles allow them to attack at a distance. Quick to anger, a Hunter Metroid will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Cold-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. So, if you recall, Metroids are weak to ice. So, same applies to these guys. Exact same thing. Also, if we never got the scan before, this is a good place to get the scan for these stalactites. There are several of them in this area. And I believe we want to go... I believe that's a save station. I believe that's the way we want to go. But we will check first, just to be 100% sure. Yeah, that's the save station room. We'll go ahead and walk inside of it and grab a couple scans. Temperature-affiliated behavioral index for Metroids is available at all research terminals. Access code LIFT22. All Metroids destined for Phazon ranges and mines must pass inspection. Not on this side, right? No. Alright, we'll work our way over to this one instead. And morph ball our way through. Tight little tunnel here. And our favorite. You gonna stay still and let me shoot ya? Got him. Did we scan a big... Nope. There it is. That's the 15? Oh, 10. Yeah, there's a 3, 5, and 10. So, be sure to grab that. That is a logbook scan. We want to work our way, I think, up? No. We want to go down. There's no doors up, and we can't really do much in there. We'll come back to this later on. Our door is at the bottom. And we hit a gel zap, so our HUD disappeared. Which, by the way, in the settings, you can turn off the HUD. If you so choose. And just see nothing but sheer gameplay. It's actually kind of cool to do that. I mean, I already have the helmet opacity turned off, so you don't see the helmet. So I just don't care for the helmet part much. But yeah. Now, we can't get up there, but we can break a few stalactites to make a path for us. I don't know what hurt us there. I guess maybe a little bat or something. Or gliders, whatever they're called. I'm just gonna kind of boost through because it's a little bit easier than walking all cumbersome. Now, the room that we're in is called the gravity chamber. And, well, I'll just let you start thinking a little bit. There's some frozen fish there. Gotta watch out for the stupid gel zap not letting us move. We're so encumbered by the water. Oh yeah, these are new enemies to scan as well. These are Aqua Reapers, powerful aquatic tentacle, part of a submerged organism. Similar in nature to the surface-based Reaper vine, the Aqua Reaper has adapted to a liquid environment. It shares a poor vision of its rock-dwelling cousin, relying on a crude sonar sense to seek prey. Unhindered by the water, the Aqua Reaper has considerable speed and strength. So, you just gotta shoot him out of the way. This guy, we'll just missile him to death. And looky here, looky here. It's a big cup of beer. Now that is what I am talking about, my friends. That is the gravity suit. We can now move underwater freely. We can now see underwater clearly. We now have reduced damage taken from enemies. We have been powered up yet again. So, now that we have the gravity suit, like I said, we can go freely underwater. That means there's only one place for us to go next, which is the crashed frigate Orphean, since half of it is underwater. And here we have one of these guys. I don't think we've scanned one yet. This is a sentry drone, well-armed and armored security mecha. Sentry drones have limited intelligence, but do their assigned tasks well. Being machines, they are susceptible to electrical attacks. When alerted, drones initiate a security lockdown and then attempt to neutralize the intruder. Their electronic warfare suit can scramble visor technology as well. So they're pretty tough. A couple super missiles, or super missile and a charge shot will do it. If you kill them with the wave beam, they just drop down and die. But it does take a little while to kill them with the wave beam, so I don't really recommend doing it that way. Here's another pathway that'll take us to... Actually, this is where we want to go anyways. Yeah, there's another pathway to go where we want to go. So that's just perfect. I always accidentally go the wrong way when I get out of here, so... Pretty nice to go the right way for once. Now, there's going to be some more flying parts in here, so get your ice beam ready. Thankfully, they lined themselves up well for me this time. Now, in the GameCube version, there's a way to sequence break this room and get some stuff early. But in this version, you cannot. They have rounded it off, so we need to go up to this upper door here. Oh, there's a path that connects us to Research Core as well if you need anything in there. But this is where we got the... I believe this room here is where we got the... Yeah, this room here is where we got... No, this room, I'm sorry, the Research Core. This room here is where we got the thermal visor. So it links up here, interestingly enough. But we're working our way to the top of the room. Kind of. Not the tippy top, but highest that we can access normally. Nope, not this one, not this one, not this one. That's the way it takes us to the research labs, which we don't want to do. There's our door. Alright. And we're back here. So we will have to come back through and sweep this area later on in the game, but right now we just don't have everything to be able to get all the pickups that are there. So we are going to go to Magmore. Alright, so now I'm going to end this session off. This should be 2 episodes worth. I don't know when I will split them. You'll see afterwards when I post them, of course. I'll figure that out in editing, but thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good day, take it easy, and peace out.